I've always been in love with beauty. Beautiful dresses, elegant hairstyles, soft glowing makeup. That kind of beauty always made sense to me. It's visible, easy to admire. But lately, I've been searching for a different kind of beauty. A quieter one. The kind that hides in everyday life. Between chores, between work days, between ordinary March evenings. I got married in November, and now it's the middle of March, and somehow real life has begun again. And I think this is where the real romance starts.
Hi, I'm Anna, and this is the beginning of my something new. A little corner of the internet where I want to start to learn how to romanticize my life. Not just big moments, not just weddings and special days, but the ordinary ones. The rushed mornings, the laundry, the grocery shopping. I want to find the beauty in everyday life, even though they sometimes feel mundane. Can you stop licking yourself? Sorry, I'm not talking to a pillow. I'm talking to this one. My husband made a coffee for me because I just woke up when he woke up, and he wakes up at 5:30. My alarm goes at 8:30. I don't know why I woke up with him today. It's 5:45 right now. So this is Amy. She's 8 years old. She's a silver Labrador. Sometimes a little bit stupid, but that's okay. Do you know these scenes in the movies where the friend group always meets up and the barista knows the name and the coffee where they meet, or those cool reading dates where you just meet up a friend and then you sit for hours and read? Those spontaneous evenings that feel very cinematic. In real life, people tend to wait for those moments, and then they are disappointed when those moments don't happen. But maybe exactly that is the mistake. Maybe you have to create those scenes, and then they will happen. So, my kitchen is a mess, and I find it hard to romanticize my life when the kitchen looks like that. So, let's clean the kitchen and talk about romanticizing. Is it clean? Is it clean? I can't romanticize my life when my dishwasher doesn't clean the dishes. I have the best example of this making cinematic scenes happening in real life. I called my friend who works in the bookstore and said, you know what, we have to meet up and read. And then we met and read. So if I want a reading date in a cute cafe, I will have to ask my friend, because maybe she's just too busy to think about that. But every time we do that, we are so happy to see each other, to spend time together and finally go on with our reading, to keep up with the book talk trends. Maybe if I want this friend group that meets up frequently and where it feels that you saw each other yesterday, although it's been ages, maybe I will have to be the one who calls them and says, hi, wanna meet up? Wanna spend time together? Every time I do that, they say it's been the most fun time they've had since I don't know when. Because I have this friend group. We love each other. We spent the best time together. They were on my wedding. They were my bridesmaid crew. crew. I love them very dearly. Okay, I literally had to build a whole contraption and put you in my cabinet with all the mugs because I don't have any space in this kitchen that I've been cleaning quite some time now. Is anyone else's husband actually like, honey, come home, I cleaned the kitchen? And then you spend like another 40 minutes cleaning after him? No? Just me? And no, I'm not being ungrateful. I'm just confused. I just cleaned the counter. Look at that. Guys, does anyone else have this problem with this whisker, matcha whisker, that those little ends just break? You see? And every time I drink, it tastes like fingernails, like chewed up fingernails in your drink. I don't want to have chewed up fingernails in my matcha.
Okay, I don't know where the audio went. I basically say that I have a liter full of matcha and I hope it'll last me a few minutes. And then I said I'm done for the day with the cleaning. And now my kitchen doesn't look like spotless or perfect, but it's okay for today.
Yeah. Enough licking. Still thinking about that weather. I actually wanted to go out, to go into a nice cafe, to read. But it's raining so much. About the cafe, by the way, if nobody creates the regular cafe, then maybe I have to decide that this is our cafe now. Maybe romanticizing life simply means becoming the main character of your own life and not just let it pass by you. Not waiting for life to happen. Make it happen. I am meeting today with a friend for a reading date. I'm so looking forward to it, and it sounds so simple, I know, but these are exactly the kind of moments that I used to see in movies and be jealous. And at some point I realized that no one is going to create those moments for me. If I want it, I have to make it. And also I have to make space for them. Not artificially, but intentionally.
Girmek istemiyor musun?
Okay, are you ready to hear me yap about books like a true booktuber? I don't think you are. But this is The Night and the Moth, the English version. And for those of you who may not know, by my brilliant, very good accent that's practically non-existing, I'm not a native speaker. I was born in Ukraine. I live in Germany. I've been living in Germany since I was like 6, so I'm basically German. I also married a German man, so I am German, you know what. And anyway, as you see, I know English. I can communicate. I watch everything in English. I read in English. I can think in English. And my husband and I even talk in English for fun. I don't know, like, okay, don't judge. It's a thing. This book I do not understand. I know that it's supposed to be this kind of old Shakespeare-ish type of language. I do not understand it. I'm not a native speaker, help! So I had actually to buy it on my Kindle and read it in German. And even in German, sometimes I'm confused. Like, I know German, obviously it's my mother language. Even in German, I do not know sometimes what they mean. Some things I have to look up. This is why I'm having a hard time bringing it to the end. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm very far actually. This is left. This is what I have read so far. I'm having a hard time bringing it to the end. And it's not like the book is bad. I really like the premise of it all. I really like some of the main characters. And I think now, especially now, this is getting so interesting, and I'm really looking forward to finding out what happens. And I'm dreading the moment where I find out what's happening with the gargoyle. Can you hear that? My neighbors are fighting. At least one of us is having a great time. This here is the exact spot where I spent so much time. I can't even tell you. Like 2 years, every evening I sat here for several hours after work, because my husband and I, we first were friends and then we fell in love with each other, and then we dated, and then we got married, and this all while having a long distance relationship. Yes, we got married and then we moved in together. Call us crazy, okay? It wasn't always easy. I'd say it was pretty hard when we started dating, but we chose each other every single day. And now we are married. We got married in November, and finally sitting here, I know one thing for sure: it worked. Not because it was easy, but because we wanted it to work. We chose actively to form our life. We invested time, effort, and feelings. And maybe that's the real secret behind romance. Not candlelight dinners and great gestures. It is a decision.
Sometimes romanticizing life feels easy. When the sun is shining, when everything looks aesthetic, when you have time and energy. But then there are days like this. It's spring, technically, but it's cold, it's raining, and everything feels so grey. And this is the part people don't really show when they talk about romanticizing life, because sometimes it doesn't feel poetic at all. But even on days like this, I try to find small things. For example, right now I'm on my way to pick up my husband from the train station. And when I think about it that way, the rain suddenly feels a little less annoying. Romanticizing life isn't about pretending every moment is beautiful. Maybe it's about noticing the little reasons why the moment still matters, even if spring hasn't quite arrived yet.